Hello, good morning students. I am Kanti sir for mathematics in 10th standard English medium. As you know, we were discussing quadratic formula methods. Okay, and we solved one sum also, and you solved three sums. Okay, by completing square method and by quadratic formula method. Okay, so again, remaining sum from textbook I just going to solve here one. So second one, 4.3, question number 1, 2. Look there, 2x square plus x minus 4 equal to 0. 2x square plus x minus 4 equal to 0. Now, a equal to 2, b equal to 1, c equal to minus 4. This is our list. Now, find out d equal to b square minus 4ac. So, write down whole value 1 square minus 4, 2 minus 4. Okay, everything is placed there. So 1 minus minus become plus. 4 is 16, 2 is 32. Okay, 4 2 is 8, 2 is 32, but minus minus plus, so it is 33. Now alpha and beta. Minus b plus root d upon 2d. Beta. Minus b minus root d upon 2d. So is equal to minus 1, b is 1. This is 33 and 2 into 2. Okay, so it will be minus 1 plus root 33 upon 4. And here also same way, only middle sign will be minus. Otherwise, everything is repeating. Minus 1 minus root 33 upon 2 to the 4. So minus 1 minus root 33 upon 4. Okay, so alpha and beta same answer, just like previous one we got. Okay, so two distinct roots why d is greater than 0. And yesterday also we found two distinct roots because it was also 25. 25 is greater than 0. Okay, so if d is greater than 0, we will always have two distinct means different roots. Now look at number 3. Two x square plus x minus 4 equal to 0. Sorry. Now we have to find number 3. So solve number 3. It is 4x square plus 4 root 3x plus 3 equal to 0. Okay. Now write down ABC. A is 4. B is 4 root 3 and C equal to 3. Okay. Now place everything here. So 4 root 3 square minus 4, 3. Okay. Everything is written here. Now 4 root 3 square means 16 into 3, 48. You understand? 16 and root 3 square 3, 16 3 is 48. 4 4 is 16, 3 is 48. So it becomes 0. Okay? So means 0 means you understand? No distinct root, but it will be same one. Okay? So now no need to write two different alpha, beta or two different x. Okay? So just write down this way. Minus b means minus 4 root 3 plus 0 because root of 0 will be 0. And 2 into 4. Okay, so it will be minus 4 root 3 upon 8. So 4 2 is 8, so it will be minus root 3 upon 2, and beta will be same only because minus 0 not affect the value of x. Okay, so no need to write here. Understand? So here identical roots, both roots are identical. If you want, you can write here beta, but answer will be same. And if you don't want, no problem. Okay. So as I told yesterday, d is greater than 0, root is wing root. D is equal to 0, identical roots, means equal roots. Okay, minus root 3 by 2. Now in next case, number 4. It is 2x square plus x plus 4 equal to 0. So a is 2, b is 1 and c is 4. Okay, so we have written a, b, c. Now place all values. So 1 square minus 4, 2 into 4. Okay, value of a, b, c are placed in bracket. So 1 minus 4 2s are 8, 4s are 32, minus 31. Just like completing square method, whatever we were getting in right side is nothing but a discriminant. In completing square method, what we were getting at right side is. So here also root d is not belongs to that. Okay, so you have to give answer this way: d is less than 0. D is less than 0. Okay, so how many roots? No roots. Therefore, there are no real roots. There are no real roots. Otherwise, you can write x not belongs to R, real numbers. Okay. So all types of cases included. In first and second, listing root. In third one, identical root. In fourth one, no roots. Understand? So in a single question, we practice both methods. Okay. Now look at number 2. Main question number 2. Okay, there are two questions given. First of all, seconds first. What is given? X minus 1 by x equal to 3. X is not equal to 0. That is actually why they give bracket particular value that it cannot be this. Because if x will be 0, that particular term will become undefined. That's why they are giving these types of reason in brackets. Okay, it is not actually useful for us in solving sums, because legally all terms should be defined. If x is 0, then obviously this term become undefined. Okay, that's why they give in bracket x is not equal to 0. Now this is quadratic equation only, but not in standard form. So we have to simplify first of all. In very start of this lesson, in exercise 4.1 question number 1, we done this type of practice already. How? By taking LCM, by shifting. Okay, so at last we will have quadratic equation in standard form. After that we can solve it. Okay. So I can write here LCM x. Okay, so cross multiply. You can write if you want here 1 also. Now cross multiply only. So x square minus 1 equal to 3. Okay. Now shift this x there. So it is x square minus 1 equal to 3x. Now quadratic equation should be in standard form. In standard form. Okay. So write down x square minus 3x minus 1 equal to 0. Okay. Just first of all, we take LCM. Then that 3x shifted toward 3. Now, here find the roots of the following equation, but they are not specified by which method. So by any method you may solve it. Here if you try to factorize it, then it is not possible because 1 ones are 1. Once 2 factor cannot be obtained, so that difference become 3. It is never possible. So factorization method even not possible here. I told you in previous lecture that factorization method is possible when roots are real. Otherwise, so every time we cannot do factorization method. So here you can select either completing square method or quadratic formula method. I think quadratic formula method will be more convenient than completing square method. So today I follow quadratic formula method. Factorization method not possible. So out of remaining two, I here select quadratic formula method. So here a equal to 1, b equal to minus 3, c equal to minus 3. Okay, so we got a, b, c. Now d equal to b square minus 4ac. Now write down all values of a, b and c. So minus 3 square minus 4 a1 c minus 1. Okay, you can select any method. So minus 3 square is 9, 4 ones are 4. So it becomes 13. Now write down alpha and beta. Okay. So I just removing this and writing there alpha beta. So alpha will be minus b plus root b upon 2a equal. Now place all value. Square root of 13 is not possible. Another. D is greater than 0. So obviously alpha and beta both will be there. So minus b. So minus b means minus minus 3. I just have here list. Plus root 30 upon 2 into 1. Okay. A is 1, b is minus 3. And d we found. So it will be 3 plus root 30 upon 2. You understand? Irrational number we found. That's why factorization method was not possible. Okay? And same way you will find beta minus 0. Okay? So this is alpha. If you remove plus everywhere, then it will become beta. So you yourself can write it. No problem. Okay? So this is the sum in which quadratic equation in standard form not given. So first of all we have to find quadratic equation in standard form. After getting it, we have to solve it by any one method out of 3. Understand? Because if nothing is specified, you are free to select any one, whichever you feel convenient. Now second one. Okay, beta you can write yourself by making here minus. Okay, just like this. So it will be beta. Minus, minus, minus. Nothing currently. Okay, because 3 minus root 3 or 3 plus root 13 not possible because they are unlike terms. Or unlike term cannot be added or subtracted. Understand? So don't make here 3 minus 13 minus 10 like this. Okay? Now look at number 2. X plus 4, 1x minus 7 is equal to 11 upon 30. In bracket written x not equal to minus 4 and 7. If x equal to minus 4, then this becomes 0. If x becomes 7, then this becomes 0. If denominator becomes 0, then term become undefined. Term should be defined. never be applicable. That's why they give in bracket particular specification. Okay, but don't confuse by that. Okay, just ignore. Now, for simplification, fraction is there, so we have to take LCM. So it is x minus 4, x minus 7. You understand how to take LCM. First of all, multiplication of both denominator. Now in cross, x minus 7 minus x plus 4. It should be in bracket while in front of that minus sign is there. So whenever minus sign is there and after that more than one terms are there, always make bracket. Otherwise it may be mistake. Okay, is equal to 11 by 30. Now open this bracket. X minus 7 minus x minus 4. Now multiply by, so by x I multiply both ones, so x square minus 7x minus 4x plus 28 is equal to 11 upon 30. Okay. Now x being cancelled, so left is minus 11. Here that like terms are combined and become minus 11x is equal to 11 upon 30. You understand? Minus 7 minus 4 minus 11x. Now just cross multiply. Now before cross multiply you can cancel this one. Why, you understand? Because if you see that one here, then obviously they will be cut in numerator denominator. If they are in opposite side and there will be one term only, this way they can be cancelled. So one left only. Understand? So again I write whatever left, x square minus 11x plus 28 is equal to 1 upon 30. Now just make cross multiplication, but not for LCM, for simplification only. So first of all into 1, so x square minus 11x plus 28 is equal to 31 is 30. So no denominator here because we are multiplying cross way, not for LCM, for simplifier. Okay. So it will be x square minus 11x, 28 minus 30 minus 2. Okay. Again I just revise whole sums. First of all, write down question value. X plus 4 minus x minus 7, 11 by 30. Sorry, it is plus. I make one mistake here. It is plus. Okay. So I think x minus 7x plus 4x minus 28. Just correct everywhere because one mistake I have done here. Okay. So in numerator also there will be problem. X plus 4. Here I written x plus 4 only, so that is right. Okay. Okay. Now it is here minus 3x and minus 28. It is right. Okay. X square minus 7x plus 4x minus 28. Okay. So minus 28. So x square minus 3x minus 28. Okay, it will be same only. So here also minus 3x minus 28. Okay, so minus 3x minus 28 minus 30. Okay, so minus 58. Again I just verify because I here make one mistake. Instead of plus I have written minus. So accordingly there will be somewhat wrong. Okay, so here first of all minus x minus 4, so x cancel, minus 7 minus 4 minus 11, that is right. Okay. Now write down here x square minus 7x plus 4x minus 28. So minus 3x minus 20. Now everything is right. Okay. Cross way multiply, so it remains same. This. Now you have to multiply this. Sorry, you have to solve this by any method. So this will be in homework. Okay. This will be in homework. Understand? But by any one method you have to solve it. Now look at main question number 4. Just write down up to this step and then you have to solve by any method. No here specification to solve by particular methods. Okay. So now I just going to next number 4. Now we have to form equation and then to solve because all problems are given. So be careful at forming of equation only. And here next correction. Okay. I already corrected here. Question 4. Sum of the reciprocal of Riemann is 3 array and 5 years from now is 1 by 3. Again, read it carefully. Sum of the reciprocal of Riemann is 3 years ago and 5 years from now means 5 years later is 1 by 3. Find the present case. And I told you, whenever it is age related case, we have to suppose present age only. Present age only. Okay. So now we suppose Riemann's present age. So suppose Riemann's present age is x years. Okay. Let it x. So obviously it's age before 3 years and after 5 years. You know, x minus 3, x plus 5, and one variable only needed because one person is there, no two separate persons. Understand? So now write down statement. The product of Riemann's is before 3 years and after 5 years. And after 5 years is sum of reciprocal. Sum of reciprocals of Riemann's is before 3 years and after 5 years is 1 by 3. I just written that statement, nothing done. Okay. Now reciprocal means you know upon 1 upon something, that is called reciprocal. But what will be age before 3 years? X minus 3. So reciprocal of x minus 3 plus, because sum is there. After 5 years, after 5 years means x plus 5 but in denominator equal to 1 by 3. Understand? Sum of reciprocals. Reciprocal means 1 upon something. Of the age of Riemann before 3 years and after 5 years. So x minus 3, x plus 5 by, because we always suppose present age, not of past, not of future. Okay. Now just simplify it. Just like fourth second sum. X minus 3, x plus 5. Now cross multiply. X plus 5 plus x minus 3 equal to 1 by 3. So how much it is? 2x plus 2 upon 2x plus 2, 5 minus 3. Now x square plus 5x minus 3x minus 50 equal to 1 by 3. So it is 2x plus 2. In here x square plus 2x minus 50 is equal to 1 by 3. Okay, you can write directly also this if you have enough practice. Now cross multiply this way. So first of all I write this way, x square plus 2x minus 15 because multiply by 1. Now this way. So 6x plus 6. Now shift them here. So it will be x square plus 2x minus 6x minus 15 minus 6 equal to 0. I shifted both of terms towards left side. So it becomes x square minus 4x minus 21 equal to 0. Okay? X square minus 4x minus 21 equal to 0. Now you can solve it by any method. So it will be in homework. Understand that? Okay? And if factorization method is possible, then you have to select and you have to follow factorization methods. Okay? And if not possible, then select any one. But in mostly in word problem, factorization method will be possible. Why? Because answers are expected in rational form only, not in irrational form. Because it is some practical problem. So practical thing will never be negative. Your height, your weight, your number of students, whatever may be. It is always rational number, never be irrational number. Okay? So always factorization method will be possible. And earlier I told you, whenever A is 1, at that time you can write directly factors also. Okay? You can write directly factors also. So, and if you don't write directly, then just factorize by our splitting method, all methods, so that you will get two answers. Negative number should be neglected and positive number you have to take. Okay? So that positive number will be our answer. Understand? So, this is second sum in today's homework. I have given third, second also. Both are halfway. Question 3 second and question 4. Okay, so incomplete sum you have to solve in homework. This sum might require not factorization method but quadratic formula method or complete experiment. But this is word problem. So it can be solved. All word problems can be solved by factorization method, never. And that form equation will be very simple, not so difficult. Okay, so easily you can factorize it. And even if you having any problem in finding factor, then as I told, just write down that product of first and last in factorized form. And you can get prime factorization also. After getting prime factorization, make two groups so that this both factors satisfy our condition. Addition or subtraction gives middle term. Understand? So now onwards, from next lecture, our main concern is not to solve equation, but how to form equation. That is main. Solving equation is not major part of our next study. Understand? Because so far we solved many sums by all three methods, here and in homework also. Okay, so if possible, I will form here equation only. Solution will be given in homework. If some particular sum is there in which after getting x, we have to go few steps next. At that time I will solve whole sums. Otherwise most of sums will be given in homework after getting this type of quadratic equation in standard. Understand?